But I vividly remember the very first time I heard that beautiful music. It was like silk in the air. It was incredible. And I found under a mango tree an old Hawaiian man sitting on a Western oil can, playing his guitar all by himself, and couldn't believe the beauty of this music that I was hearing. It just went right in my soul somehow.
I love the language, I love all the imagery and everything, but still in my heart of hearts, it's the feeling of why music gives me.
Keola's music brought me into slack key. It's the music I heard that captured me and kind of attracted me to the style.
Keola Beamer style is the best slack key that there is on the planet.
Keola is where it all started for me, and he is just, you know, he was always good, but now he's just great.
His music really is a reflection of his experiences in his life. And sometimes there are experiences that are maybe not so significant to other people, but he'll tell a story by what he's thinking and what he's feeling around it.
Well, I first heard slack key guitar in around 1974. The first slack key guitarist I studied was Keola Beamer, and I'm still learning from him.
Driving my car in the evening air, cruising down the road, I hear a voice on the radio, singing music sweet and low.
We started recording him about 1989. His forte is creating arrangements more than improvising. He does improvise and can, but he prefers to create arrangements, and he does beautiful ones, and they're often, in my opinion, the definitive version of the song, or the way I want to play it anyway.
Is somehow a part of me, and I am proud to be Island born. I don't know where I'm going, and I got no place to be. Feeling grateful in my soul for this land called home, and proud to be Island born. Island born. From the mountain to the sea, so proud to be Island born. Island born. From the mountain to the sea, so proud to be Island.
We see a positive flow of creative energy that we call aumakua, which is above us somewhere. So when we write music, it's kind of an attempt to be a part of that, or to reach it, you know, to connect with it somehow. I wish I had like a formula or something for writing music, but I don't. I just sit and spend some time and you know, try to have some sort of honest approach to my work. You know, what am I trying to say? What do I feel? And usually by by working that way and being patient, I somehow make a connection with something that's more important than me,
Slack key is my favorite tradition of any music tradition. It's also the least well known of the world's great guitar traditions. If you think about it, it's less known than jazz guitar, flamenco guitar, classical guitar, American folk, Brazilian bossa nova, pre-war Delta blues, Chicago blues. It's less known than any of those traditions. And it's probably because two reasons. Hawaii is the farthest bunch of islands from any landmass in the world, and also people knew Hawaiian music from the Hapahaole recordings, the first half of the 20th century, and the steel guitar.
Maki, ke aloha, ai nai ka e hue. And why call no maho, ika e lana mahi.
Well, the Hawaiian slack key guitar is pretty interesting. It started around cattle in Hawaii, and when the cattle were introduced by the British, they were given as a gift to King Kamehameha, I think it was the second. And the Hawaiians, really didn't understand cattle. They didn't know how to take care of them, how to control them. So the herds just began populating on the Big Island. They were roaming free. And they got to be a problem. They'd trample people's taro patches, and they just became sort of a nuisance. The king decided that he had to bring some Spanish vaqueros to Hawaii to teach the Hawaiians how to handle their cattle population. So when the vaqueros came, they bought their lassos, their horses, their saddles, and they bought their guitars. Now, the Hawaiians would sit around the campfire with them after work and discover that this was a great instrument. It was beautiful, singing strings. And of course, they didn't understand how to play it or how it worked, and they weren't given any lessons of any kind. And when the vaqueros left, they said, here, take this. And so, you got a Hawaiian guy, and now he's going, whoa, well, now what do I do, right? So the first thing is you have to figure out how to tune the instrument. And if you don't have any instructions at all, or you sort of naturally maybe tune it to a major chord or something that sounds good. So they started slacking the strings down and tuning to major chords to accompany themselves, and then you can, sort of bar your way along the guitar and sort of change the chords and get a feeling of it. And this is the very beginning of it. It's gotten quite more sophisticated as the years went by, and each of these tunings represents sort of a beautiful coloration. And it makes the guitar a much more alive platform because all strings are sort of all vibrating sympathetically together all the time. So it makes the guitar sort of jump out a little bit more. I sort of envision it as each of these tunings being a different sort of palette or combination of colors. Some are kind of sad and mysterious, some are bright and happy. So part of the art of the Hawaiian slide key guitar is matching the tuning to the song or the arrangement.
Just in the last few years, I would read that Keola had the quality of a dream guitar. I thought, isn't that nice? He plays a dream guitar. That says a lot for his style and everything. And I thought, is there another pinnacle above a dream guitar? And then along comes Island Born, and I thought, oh, more spiritual, more philosophical, and certainly touched my heart.
Paanui and Ledward Ka'apana are also members of two more of the great Hawaiian musical families, Paanui family and the Ka'apana.